Hey everyone, thanks for joining me, Zombie Mama, for the very first episode of my very first podcast, Drama Ramblings with yours truly. I've decided that I'm going to try something new because I told you there would be changes coming to my website, and this is one of them. I've started watching so many dramas recently that I just haven't been able to commit to reviewing one by itself. Because if I do, it takes away so much time. I can't write and watch all of these dramas at the same time. And we have been blessed with so many amazing dramas that it just seems wrong to pass one over because I'm spending 20,000 hours writing a review for a different drama. So instead of going through all of that headache and wasted time and dramas not watched, I've decided I'm just going to watch them all and then maybe come here and talk about them because I cannot watch a drama without talking about it somewhere. I have to vent, I have to rage, I have to squeal, I have to fangirl, and I need people to join me because this is what I do. So I've decided we're going to try this podcast and see what happens. Today we are going to be talking about Scarlet Heart and Moonlight Drawn by Clouds, Jealousy Incarnate, Let's Drink, On the Way to the Airport, the K2, the finale of Cinderella and the Four Knights, and Shopping King Louie. Now, obviously we have a lot to talk about, so let's get started with Scarlet Heart. Yes, we're going here first because my heart just demands it. I cannot understand why I am so completely engrossed in this drama, but I am. It has sucked me in. It has stolen my heart and my soul and my sanity, and all I can do is wait impatiently for every new episode. Seriously, why are weeks so long? I don't know, but let's talk about what happened in episodes 10 and 11. Oh, Prince So in the Rain. Oh my gosh. My heart still hasn't gotten over that scene. But how we got to that scene, poor Haesue, wrongfully accused of poisoning the prince and the princess. Oh my gosh, can we just talk about this princess? She is evil. You knew she was evil from the beginning. This is not something new. And I guess it's good that she has turned evil because we needed her to push Prince Wook to pick a side. This guy has spent so many episodes floundering, trying to walk both sides, trying to be neutral, I don't even know if he's trying to do anything. He's just kind of there. He's been this bland potato sitting around in this drama, not really doing anything other than making goo-goo eyes at Haesue. And okay, I'm sorry, this guy has been a bit of a dope from the very beginning. He's just a headache, okay? Bland potato finally decided to pick a side. And I'm telling you, when he commits, he really, really commits, which is awesome, I guess. I mean, had he decided to commit to Haesue, he would have been an amazing match for her. I'm sure they would have found a way to live happily ever after. But he decided to go kill people instead. He kills the court lady. He tells his sister he's going to protect her and his family and their mom. And that means he has to turn his back on the love of his life, Haesue. Big surprise there. I'm just glad that he's out of the picture now because that means Prince So could come in with his amazing Batman cape and protect Haesue in ways that Prince Wook couldn't even dream. Yes, I am so very much a fan of Prince So. You don't even, actually you probably do know because I can't keep my mouth shut about him, even on social media. I'm in love. Yep, there it is. I've said it. Let's move on. Let's talk about Lady O. This woman is by far my favorite character. She can protect Haesue in a way that no one else can. She decides to take the blame for the poisoning, even though everybody in the world knows that she is lying. She flat out tells the king, I'm dying, and this is how I want to go out. I want to go out as someone protecting the people that I love. And her love of Haesue makes me cry. Seriously, this woman has given her entire existence to Haesue. and it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a relationship that Haesu probably has never had in her entire life. I don't even think her mom could love her more than Lady O does. And the fact that she's willing to sacrifice herself, I am going to start crying right now. So, oh my gosh, I don't know how to deal with this. Sorry. Lady O steps up into the noose and she takes Haesu's place, and Haesu is sitting out there begging the king to stop this. And of course the king wants to stop this. Once upon a time he loved Lady O. I'm pretty sure he still does, but there is nothing he can do about it, and so he lets her die. And Haesu, in her weakened state of near death, is sitting out here for days begging the king to not kill this woman. And of course the king goes through with it. And of course no one else will go to her side because they are all children who are afraid of their father. Which I get it. He's the king. This is a time period where he could just kill him and no one would say anything about it. Obviously. But they sit there and watch, and they try to give her moral support from the sidelines, which are really, let's be honest, that's just lame. They want to do what their heart tells them, but they don't have the guts to do it. Except Prince So, who shows up in that delightful Batman cape, and he protects her, and I swear, that scene, it did things to me. Dramas shouldn't affect me the way that they do, but they do. And this scene, I can't stop replaying it over and over. I want it to be like, can I project it on my ceiling to watch at night? I don't know. I can't get over it. It's so perfect and beautiful, and I need to shut up. I really do. Okay, so let's try to move on. Now that Prince Wook has chosen the side, we know that he is going to distance himself from Haesu, which means Prince So can get in there and actually become the leading man he's supposed to be. Yes, I think I'm going to throw a party. From there, where are things going to go? I don't know. Are the princes going to get in trouble for standing there cheering on Haesu? What does a court lady do who's been wrongfully accused of poisoning the prince, thrown into prison, tortured? Does she go back to being a court lady, or is she dismissed? I honestly have no idea. Obviously, somewhere in there, she's going to have to be connected with Prince So, because he's already claimed her as his person. So, what role she takes on, I have no idea, but I cannot wait to find out later today. Because I've rambled on super long about this, let's move on to the other Monday night dramas that I have been watching. Moonlight, Drawn by Clouds, because Park Bo-gum is adorable, and so is his little leading lady. They're so cute. I love this drama. Granted, it doesn't have the pizzazz that Scarlet Heart has, but it's still good. It is still a cute little story. I'm always a fan from the gender benders. So, here we are in episodes 11 and 12, which did get a little spicy at the end. Do I worry about spoilers when we're talking about dramas? I don't know. I'm just going to say what I want. This whole assassination attempt at the end, did not see that coming. I was actually quite impressed by Jin Young's character, Yu-sung, and his sword fighting skills. I did not expect this cute little person to be quite a skilled murderer, but he is, and he's kind of scary, and I really kind of like that. I like that he stepped in to save the crown prince from this assassination attempt. It broke my heart to see the prince doubting his best friend, Byung-young. He is not a traitor. I'm pretty convinced that his loyalty lies more with the prince than it does in this rebellion group. But the prince did have his doubts this week, and I cried. He shouldn't have to be doubting his best friend. And yet he is, because obviously his best friend is a part of this whole rebellion group. I don't know. He's a confusing character. This Hyung of Raon. He wants to be part of the rebels, and he owes them some sort of life debt or something. I don't know. But then at the same time, he feels such loyalty to the prince. He's this very complicated, torn person, and I'm hoping that since he showed up at the end and helped save the prince, that means that's the side he's chosen, and we can go on from there. I really hope so, because the prince doesn't need any more people trying to stab him in the back. Seriously, what is wrong with these people? I swear, everybody in these historical dramas is out to kill someone or get revenge on someone. I mean, whatever. Anyway, I love that the prince and Raon are together. They've had their happy moments, but we all know this isn't going to last. And this is why her mom shows up. I'm so happy that the prince reunited her with her mother. That needed to happen. But he's also created his own problems now because Mama Dearest wants to take her away. And rightfully so. She is in a very, very precarious situation. She can't keep pretending to be a eunuch forever because people are going to find out. People know. Half the people working at the palace know that she's a girl. She can't keep hiding forever because this is just not going to work. I keep hoping that somehow her connection, Raon's connection with the rebel group, will be the way that the crown prince can bring her in as his wife, and like they can have this whole, not just a marriage of love, but of like political unions as well, because if he can marry her and put the people at ease and the rebellion at ease because they have a person on their side in the palace, that's what I keep thinking is going to happen. I don't know if I'm right or not. It doesn't really matter. I'm just having fun watching this show. There just isn't quite as much to squee over other than Park Bo-gum's adorable little smiles. Oh my gosh, every time he smiles, my day gets better. But enough with this one. We are going to move on to Jealousy Incarnate. There's lots of jealous people. Best friends jealous of each other because they love the same girl. I'm talking about episodes 11 and 12. Which, really, what are the highlights of these episodes? Hwashin and Jungwon fighting in the mud. That was kind of funny. Hwashin gets sick because he's stupid and refuses to take care of himself. Can I please just slap him for being so dumb? Okay, cancer isn't something you play around with. You get your treatment, you do what you can to get better, or you die! And he seriously needs to stop being so stupid and go get treated! Please! You're killing me! In other news, the two friends fighting over Nari. This is just something that hurts my brain. Not that she's not worth fighting over. I mean, she's a totally lovable person. I love her to pieces. I just wish they would let her keep following her heart. Obviously, she is over her 3-year crush on Hwashin, okay? She's moved on to Jungwon, and they are beautiful together, and they have fun together, and they like each other a lot. It's obvious. So why are they making her life so difficult? Her life is sucky already, okay? She doesn't need these two guys who supposedly love her constantly making things worse. And they're throwing her into the middle of something and she doesn't really even realize that she's there. Obviously, by the end of episode 12, she understands a bit better what's going on because she finds all those pictures that say, I love you, Nari. And that's kind of, well, if she doesn't pick up on this, I'm going to have to doubt her sanity. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen from there, but we do know that she likes the man she's with right now. She has gotten over her 3-year crush. Yes, she's still friends with Hwashin. Of course they are. They're colleagues. They're friends. She knows his darkest secrets. And she also knows that he's being stupid and not going to get treated. Come on, man. Get over yourself already. So, we have two friends who are trying to decide if they're going to still be friends or if they're going to let this girl come between them. I will be so sad if they let Nari come between them because they have an amazing friendship. You don't get best friends like this every day, people. So please, think a little bit. Treasure your friendship. Take care of it. Don't let a girl come between you. Yes, you should love her. She deserves to be loved and taken care of. She needs someone to take care of her for once because obviously she can't take care of herself. Well, she chooses not to take care of herself because she's caring for her brother instead. But she is trying. She has applied for this position as an anchor, and I really want her to get it, but she has a lot of people against her. Of course she does. She's a drama lead. This is just how it goes. Will she get it? I don't know. She did a great introduction video. She obviously impressed a lot of people with that, which is fantastic. I really want her to get it, but we will see what happens. In the meantime, we have Red and her two moms who are still, I think they're slowly starting to figure out their roles in Red's life. And not just in Red's life, but in the lives of everybody who lives in that whole little villa, complex, apartment. I don't know. What do you call it? That little area. They're all connected. Their lives are all intertwined. I actually like that Red's stepmom is stepping up to kind of adopt Nari's little brother. He needs some sort of maternal role. Obviously, Nari is not a mom in any sense. She's doing the best that she can, but she can't always be there for him because she has to work. She has to make the money that pays for the school and the food and everything. She's trying her hardest, but it's not enough. I like that Red's stepmom is kind of adopting him. I hope that maybe good things will come from that. Maybe she'll stop trying so hard to impress Red and put her attention and focus on someone who really needs it. Not that Red doesn't need it. She's a very messed up kid, but she has her real mom, and her real mom is starting to see what it really means to be a mom, and she's kind of stepping into that role. I really like the meeting that they had at school, and the way that her real mom stepped up and was begging on Red's behalf of helping her find something that she truly loves, something that she can excel at. I think that's great. I think more parents need to be like that. I mean, I am a parent, so I get that you want your kids to succeed, but you also want them to find what it is they're good at. And I love that whole speech. Help me find something that Red can be passionate about and excel at. I think that's awesome. And I was actually cheering for her. Now, how things are going to work with these two moms and the pasta uncle, I have no idea. It's kind of a weird thing they've got going on, but they'll get it figured out. They're grown-ups. Well, in theory anyway. So hopefully that works out. I am excited to see where things go since they left this whole, oh my gosh, Nari just found out the truth. Where will things go from here? I don't know, but let's watch and find out, and then we'll have stuff to talk about next week. Woohoo! Moving on to Drinking Solo, episode 7 and 8. I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy this drama. It kind of is a little slow, and quite honestly, the leading lady, Hana, she's hopeless. I feel so bad for her. It's like she's so nice that she just lets people walk all over her. She doesn't ever want to speak up for herself. She doesn't want to hurt anyone else's feelings. And I get that you don't want to go through life as a giant jerk and you want to support your friends and all of that. But she has to say something. I mean, especially when she had an allergic reaction. And she just let everybody think that she was a total dope instead of someone who was actually sick. And that's why she passed out during that class. Anyway, that was in previous episodes. We need to talk about episode 7 and 8. And the fact that this jerk, Jung-suk, has decided that he likes Park Hana. He just can't admit it. He says everything he does is for the sake of this stupid joint class. And it was fine the first couple of times that he said that. But by the end of episode 8, I'm just like, shut up. Okay? He needs to just admit that everything he is doing is because he is actually interested in this woman. He needs to stop saying it's just because it's for the good of the class. Stop being stupid. If you like a woman, tell her. Or at least admit it to yourself that you like this woman so that you can stop making her life miserable because you are confusing the crap out of her. And she is a very easily messed with person. Okay? I don't want to say she's... what is she? I don't know. Naive? Gullible? Vulnerable? She's not. She has the strength to go out and become a teacher in this highly competitive world, and she's been taking care of herself and her family for a long time. She's sacrificed a lot of herself for her family. She's not weak. she just has decided that it's okay to let people walk all over her and treat her as less than human. I guess this is just the problem of drama leads in general. Female leads. They just have to have someone come in and rescue them. And that's the thing, she doesn't need anyone to come in and rescue her. She just needs this jerky professor, this premium trash, to stop being a jerk. I think it's going to take a miracle, or at least quite a few more episodes before he realizes that... We'll see. In the meantime, his adorable little brother is adorable. I see problems in his future, though, because clearly the pretty little girl that Ki had a crush on all those years ago and now hates, but we all know, really, he still likes her, is falling for Gongmyeon. And this is going to cause problems in the friendship land, because obviously you can't have friends liking the same person. We have learned this lesson from Jealousy Incarnate, haven't we? Yes, we have. So, I see problems here in friends because this girl is going to fall for the cute little brother, and the cute little brother is going to be like, oh, hey, no, we can just be friends, but I'm going after my teacher because I can. We're going to see Ki is going to be so jealous. But he's not going to say that he's jealous because he's still convinced that he hates... Oh, why is everything in Drama Land so complicated? I kind of just wish that this Hana would just go out with her student for a while, make the big brother jealous, have a little fun. Why not? They're, like he said, they're not that much older. Oh, this drama. It's fun to watch, but it hurts my head at the same time. Hana needs to grow a backbone. She needs to start standing up for herself. The jerk needs to stop being a jerk and realize that if anyone is ever going to like him, he's going to have to change his ways. Not that he really cares. He doesn't really care that nobody likes him because he's living in his own tiny little delusional world where he drinks alone. I don't care how many times he tries to justify his drinking alone. The fact that he's drinking alone is kind of sad. I get that every once in a while you want to have a drink alone. I understand that, and that's fine. But every week we start an episode with his justification of his drinking alone and his high-class environment and his quality entertainment and his delicious food and his little breathalyzer test. Seriously, I want to shove that thing up his nose. He needs to get over himself, and he needs to start living as a decent human being. Okay, I think I need to wrap up this one because every time I think about him, he drives me crazy. I think this whole drama kind of drives me crazy, but I'm still addicted to watching it. I think something's wrong with me. Let's talk about Shopping King Louie. I have been watching... I can't remember if I watched all 4 episodes this week. No, I think I just watched episodes 3 and 4 this week. I watched 1 and 2 last week when it started. Anyway, episodes 3 and 4 of Shopping King Louie. Louie, he has a name finally. He's living with Bokshil. Oh, I told you I suck at these names. Anyway, we've got Louie and the little girl living together, which is not something I would recommend ever doing. I guess this is her mountain upbringing. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the smartest thing to do. But it has worked out for them. They're together. They have their little apartment. And Louie spends all of her money redecorating and being scammed. Seriously, I don't know how these two are surviving in the real world. Neither one of them has a clue as to how life works. I'm so afraid for them. They live in their own little world. At least she's getting some sort of a taste for what real life is like. She has a good job now. I'm happy that Jungwon has stepped up and given her a chance to make something of herself, even if it just is a month-long internship. They're together, and she's learning, and she's also learning that people in this world are awful. That terrible co-worker, Mari, just stealing her water bottle idea. Oh, I wanted to cry for this. Oh, Bokshil. I just wanted to cry for her. She worked so hard, and it was Louie's idea too. They both worked really hard on it. It was a great idea, and it got stolen, and people suck. Oh, I just felt so bad for her. And of course, Louie had to be scammed out of all the rest of her money, so now they're back to having nothing. And Louie keeps spending money. This poor boy needs a reality check. He really needs to be slapped upside the head for he's just dumb sometimes. I love him to death, but he has no common sense, and it's making Bokshil's life harder than it already is, and I'm never okay with that. These poor drama leading ladies, just their lives are terrible, and nobody in their lives will ever come and help make them better. Oh, but it's not my job to save her. That's Louis's job. I don't even know if it's Louis's job to save her. Can we have the detective go and save her? Because I really like him, and I have a feeling he really likes her too, and I don't think he's going to take the role of a second lead in any way, but I just really, really like the detective that is helping her out. He is nice. He's trying to look out for her. And I think that is I just like him a lot. I'm so not happy with her little brother. I almost don't ever want her to find him because he deserves to be slapped. And I really hope that she does it. If she ever does find her brother, which you know she will eventually. She needs to smack that kid up the side of the head for being such a selfish jerk and taking off instead of helping to take care of the family. Why do these poor drama leads have to suffer so much? These poor girls. But we can't say that it's all bad. She does have a job. She does have something looking out for her. I am happy that Jungwon even knows the truth behind the water bottle story, even if there's nothing he can really do about it. At least he knows that it was Bokshil's idea, that she does have potential. She can keep working in this job, which she really needs, and I'm pretty sure that this job is going to somehow bring Louis in. I mean, it's already got him into the office where he comes face to face with his uncle. That was quite an interesting way to end episodes. Where things are going to go from there, I'm not really sure. Pretty sure the uncle's going to try to kill him again. Well, that might be a little bit drastic, but certainly something is going to happen. We can't just leave him alone. It's obviously Louis. Will there be some sort of DNA testing involved? I don't know, but somehow they're going to have to figure out that that's really him. They're going to try to keep him away from his grandma. I think things are going to get pretty ugly, but I guess that's kind of how they're supposed to be. You can't have anything happy and cute for forever in a drama, because what would be the point of watching it? I really hope that Bokshil can teach Louis a thing or two about life. He needs some reality checks. He needs someone in his life, obviously. This poor kid has been neglected, and he's not been abandoned, and he's not been hurt in any way. He's just been cast aside. I know it was for his own protection, but come on, Grandma. Sending your only grandchild to the other side of the world and spoiling him rotten didn't do him any good. Clearly, he can't function as an adult. He doesn't know how life works. He's completely clueless. This was not a good plan on Grandma's part, and obviously she's regretting it very much now because she's lost her grandson. And yes, she will be happy to have him back, but it's going to be a painful process getting these two reunited. And all I can do is hope that somewhere in between here and there, Louis figures out how to actually function as an adult in the real world, and he stops just sitting around the house peeling garlic and spending all of the money. I get that he's a shopping king and that's his thing. He needs to use that and get a job and stop making life so difficult. He also needs to get away from this stupid neighbor kid. I guess he's not really a kid. What is his name? Insong, Jo Insong. He is so taking advantage of both Louis and Bokshil, and that needs to stop. They need to get away from these neighbors. There are so many people in the world trying to take advantage of these two, and they're doing a mighty good job of it. It's so frustrating. I need them to move past this phase, please. I need our two adorable leads to start having a clue and standing up for themselves. This would be great. They need to be a little more in touch with reality so that life stops being so hard. Or maybe it will get harder. I don't know. Reality is that life sucks. So maybe they're right on track. Not really sure on that one. But I'm interested to see where the new episodes take us, because obviously they can't keep denying that Louis is alive when he's standing right there. Or they can't keep insisting that Louis is dead. However you want to say that. Take your pick. Either way, he's clearly not dead, and he's standing right there. The question is, will they believe that that's actually him, or just an uncanny lookalike? They already know that Louis isn't dead because of that DNA test and the snooping woman who stole the baby teeth. Creepy, by the way. Do we talk about Cinderella and the Four Knights first, or On the Way to the Airport, or the K2? I say we're going to go with On the Way to the Airport. This is a drama. I wasn't sure I was really going to like it. It was interesting sounding, but it's just not my normal drama. Obviously, I am a romantic comedy junkie, but I am expanding my drama horizons, and I am going with this one, and so far, I'm really glad that I have. It has made me cry quite a bit, but it is also, I'm so interested in these characters. I'm not really sure why. I just am. Their story and the way that it's coming together, the way that life kind of brings people together, and it's a sad way to be brought together. I mean, losing a child is, I can't even imagine the devastation. And I cannot understand Annie's mom and the way that she's dealing with this. How can a mother hate her daughter so much? I don't understand it. Clearly she has to hate her daughter. She has to hate Annie. That's why she shipped her over to Malaysia. Clearly they had something going on here that we don't know about. We're starting to get hints of it with getting glimpses of Annie's biological father or his non-existence, never showing up when he was supposed to be. Something is going on there. Obviously we will get more into this as the drama goes on, but I need to know, why does Haewon hate her daughter so much? The level of venom she spits every time she talked to Annie, anytime Annie was brought up, the hate in her eyes, the complete change in her body language, everything about this woman screamed that she hated her daughter, and I cannot understand this. What is going on? She doesn't even want her husband, Do, to bring Annie's ashes back. She doesn't want her belongings. She wants to redo Annie's room and everything. It's like she's trying to erase this child from existence while her dad is grieving. So Do his heart is broken, not just because he lost this little girl that he has raised as his own, but because his wife is being so dead set against bringing this little girl home, and it breaks my heart. I don't understand this level of hatred. As a mother myself, I could never, ever treat my children like this. And while we have Haewon being this evil mom, we have Soab over on the other end of the spectrum, and she's trying to be the best mom that she can be. It broke her heart to send her daughter to Malaysia. She brought her home, and that's what she should have done. Bringing her daughter home after such a traumatic thing, losing her friend like that. Yes, she did a good thing, and she's trying to be a good mom. She's trying to make the right decisions and keep her career going and take care of her daughter. And then her husband, Captain Park, he's just being... This man clearly has issues. Okay, he is not enjoying married life, or he just likes being in control of other people. I'm not really sure what his deal is. I don't really know how he and his wife got together, because they are such different people. She has such a tender heart, and I don't think he has a soul at all. He likes his rank. He likes the power that comes with it, and he likes putting that power, lording it over everyone. He likes the feeling of superiority that it gives him, and he likes to control things. He likes to control his wife and his daughter, whom I don't think he actually wants to admit is his daughter. He's just so mean to her, so spiteful and petty and picky on her. That whole scene in the park with the soccer playing, and the fact that he just, I don't get it, actually. Never mind. Captain Park is a jerk. I don't know why he ever got married, because clearly he doesn't want to be married. His deciding to take the 6 months and ship his wife and daughter off to live with his mother, worst idea ever. Never, ever move in with your in-laws, okay? Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. In drama world and in real life, just don't do it. So here Sua and Hyo-eun are these poor women living in this horrible place that they don't want to be. Suwa is going to die there. Her soul is going to shrivel up and die, and she is reaching out to Do as the breath of fresh air that he is. He is someone that she can talk to. He feels the same about her. They have this odd connection. It's not the best way to form a friendship, but you take what you can get, and this whole thing about fate and meetings and bringing people together, that's what this whole drama is based on. It's a horrible thing that this little girl had to be in this accident and die, and now we have a grieving father and a mother who spits venom and a perfect stranger who is grieving with this father because her little girl and Annie, they were friends. And then you have a cold-hearted captain who doesn't care about anything. There's a lot of complicated relationships going on, which is understandable in a drama that is based, the whole premise of this drama is, are they going to have an affair? Are they not? Honestly, that's not even the part that interests me. I just want to find that there is goodness in the world. These poor people, Suwa and Do both, are suffering so much. Their hearts are broken and hurting, and they're just trying to find a place where they can feel a little love, where there can be a little bit of comfort, where they can escape this suffocating environment that they find themselves in. And I'm happy that they're found together. I know that one of Do's friends, the bar owner guy, he is clearly skeptical about this whole thing. He sees something going on that shouldn't be going on, and he's very judgy about it. But I guess that's what friends should be. And then you have Soa's friend, Mijin, who I don't have any problems against her. I think she's a good friend. I do have to wonder if there's possibly some sort of connection with her and Captain Park. I just get this vibe that they had something going on. I don't know if they had an affair at one time, if they used to be attracted to each other at one time. It's hard to say. There's something going on there that we don't know about. That's her whole reluctance to be on the Sydney flight with Captain Park. Something just doesn't feel right between those two. Of course, again, we're only 4 episodes in, so there's not a lot going on here. All I know is Suwa is being made to feel like she should be giving up her career to be a stay-at-home mother. And I hate that this drama is putting so much emphasis on that, because if you are a working mom, you shouldn't feel like you have to give up your career just because you have a kid. If you choose to be a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't guarantee that life is suddenly going to be all sunshine and rainbow ponies. Being a stay-at-home mom is hard, trust me. I've been doing it for 13 years now. You lose your sense of identity. You sometimes wonder why in the world you ever had children in the first place. And then other days it's very rewarding. There's no right or wrong answer here. There's no set, yes, you have to do one or the other. This whole pick a path and go on it thing. It sucks for Suwa because she shouldn't feel bad if she chooses to continue in this career that she's been working on for so long. You don't just walk away from that. You can't. It's a part of who she is. Obviously, she loves her job or she wouldn't be doing it in the first place. And it's so wrong to make her feel like she has to give that up just because she is also a mother. And I really wish they would stop pushing that, but then if they did, why would she have her turmoil and why would she be seeking Do as a source of comfort? So I get that these are all of this tension and the suffering on her part and his part. They're all put there for a reason. I understand that. It just hurts to watch them suffer. Sometimes their pain is a little bit too real in my own life, but I guess that's why we like dramas, right? Because there's something that we can relate to. I am looking forward to the next episodes. Of course I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't still be watching this. I will be interested to see how this goes. Obviously, these characters have so much more story than we are aware of at the moment. I have good hopes for this one. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to things that are not calm and peaceful. Let's talk about the K2. I am so very much enjoying this drama, which is funny because politics aren't really my thing, but this is a political thriller, and the thrilling part is, it's thrilling. Yeah, fight scenes should be done in shower rooms more often. Did I just say that out loud? I did. Ha! Go figure. Okay, I am loving Kim Ji-ha. He's amazing. And of course he's supposed to be, because he's like this super special ops, special secret agent, like, James Bond, eat your heart out. Seriously, this guy, I love him to death. He's so great, and we got to know a little more of his story, and the fact that he was getting married and his fiancée was murdered by this assemblyman. Oh, what better motivation for revenge do you need than that? Oh, my heart breaks for him. That whole scene and him crying over her. People, how can people be so mean? I don't understand, but it makes for interesting character development. So we know that he has trauma from this, that he suffers from PTSD. Obviously, who wouldn't suffer from PTSD in his line of work? Yes, he has issues. I'm hoping that those issues and the fact that Anna is also suffering from trauma issues, that this is going to be some good connection, that they're going to be able to... They're going to be more than just a bodyguard and this poor girl who's... Oh, I feel so bad for her. Her life. Just sitting in a room, being taken to a nunnery on the other side of the world. Again, what is it with people shipping their offspring to the other side of the world? I don't know, but this girl has had a terrible life with the whole death of her mother and being treated as an outcast, and nobody wants to admit that she's around because it will affect her dad's running for the presidency, and then her stepmom is evil. I loved that Annie comes out of the room and is like, shoot her, shoot her, shoot her. Yes, please. This woman obviously deserves to be dead, but we can't have her die because she's one of the main characters, and obviously she's the one who steps in and says, we need this guy on our side, otherwise it's going to cause trouble for us all. And I'm happy that the assemblyman was there to fuel his decision, push him to make the decision to become a bodyguard. Obviously, we wouldn't have a story if he wasn't in the place that he is now. He's an outcast with this security company, but that's okay because he doesn't need anybody else. He has himself and he has Anna, which I know that there's not a whole lot of a connection there, but we know there's going to be one. There has to be. How deep of a connection it goes, I'm not sure. How is this plot going to unfold? I'm not sure. But I am certainly going to stick around and find out because, oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on here. There's a lot of room for a whole bunch of crazy, which is kind of what I'm counting on with this drama. We need some crazy and more fight scenes. I love how quick on his toes he is. Jeha is so intelligent and he is so good at his job, and he is so gonna get caught up in a world of crazy even more than he already is, which who knew that was even possible. I'm really excited to see where this one goes. It started off incredibly well. Where are things gonna go? I can't predict this one yet. I don't know. All I know is it's been a heck of a lot of fun watching these first 4 episodes, and I can't wait for more. It is now my new Friday night drama to watch now that Cinderella is over. Which brings me to Cinderella and Four Knights. The last 2 episodes. You know, for a drama that started out really, really well, I can't say that I'm particularly happy with the ending. Yes, June and Hwan got their happy ending, but it was a painful way to get there. And everybody else in the drama got their happy ending too. And honestly, that is what made me upset. Why does everyone in this drama get a happy ending when they don't deserve it? I'm sorry, but the chairman and his wife do not deserve a happy ending. That man should have never gotten his liver donor, and he should have just died and taken his wife with him. That is a terrible thing to say, especially when you say it out loud. It's a whole lot easier to be mean when you're writing. Seriously, he didn't deserve it. He's been a jerk. Yes, he had his miraculous change of heart at the end, gave his blessing to his grandson, and even went back and reconciled with his evil, conniving wife. Oh, that hurts my head. The woman tried to take over his company, oust him from his position, and leave him dying in the hospital. And he decides that he's gonna forgive her. What is wrong with this picture? The same goes true for Hwan's dad and stepmother and stepsister. I am sorry, but none of those 3 deserved a happy ending. Her dad was stupid. Her stepmom and stepsister need to walk off the face of the planet and never come back. They don't deserve happy endings. They don't deserve second chances. They don't deserve a chance to live happily ever after with Hwan. They need to walk out of her life and never come back and leave this poor girl alone. She deserves her happily ever after. She finally gets her happily ever after. And yes, it was a painful way to get there, but she still got it. And she has June, and they're going to live in a land full of sunshine and rainbow ponies for the rest of their lives, and they just need her family to disappear completely. Same holds true for Heiji. That girl needed to take up that designer's offer and go to Paris and stay there forever and just leave Hyunmin alone. He learned lessons. Yes, he grows up. I see a lot of potential in him. I think he needs to go and get like a master's degree in business and actually learn how to run the company that he is so determined to inherit someday. He needs to do something more with his life than being the stupid little brat that he was for the majority of this show. Yes, I loved him. He was a punk. He was funny. He was cute. He was one of those characters you loved and hated at the same time. I do like him a lot, and like I said, I see a lot of potential for his character. I just think they wasted it on his relationship with Heiji. I couldn't even stand their kissing scenes. I'm sorry. I just couldn't. I didn't like Heiji from the very beginning, and I don't want any sort of redemption, and I don't want her to have a happy ending. I want her to go off to Paris and stay there and move on with her life and let Hyunmin move on with his life, and it just didn't happen because everybody got a happy ending. And then we have So, who decides to quit his life as an idol and go back to busking. What the heck? He's already at this huge... I don't even understand. It hurts my head. Why would he do that? It doesn't make sense. Is that really what's going to make him happy? Making music and getting it out there into the world is what makes him happy. So why would he quit doing what he's doing and go back to singing on the street? And why does he get the little stalker girl as his consolation prize? She's cute. She's Hwan's best friend. I don't have a problem with her except that she was the crazy little stalker girl. My head hurts. She's an adorable little kid, okay? I just think So deserves more. He was the best out of the three. He was so cute, and he's such a genuinely good person, and he cares for a lot of people, and he has a tender heart, and I guess that's why he can end up with this little friend, and he's okay with it. Or maybe they just made him quit being an idol so that they could push these two together. I'm not really sure. I don't really see the point. He doesn't need a girlfriend right away. He's still trying to get over the loss of his first love. Why do you have to give him the crazy fangirl as his consolation prize? Because that's all it is. I don't know. It makes my head hurt. But a lot of the ending of this drama made my head hurt. Secretary Lee, Yoon Sung, also made my head hurt. There was a point where I really wanted to push him out a window, and then sitting at that board meeting when he's voting, and I'm like, no, wait, he's going to vote against his mom and redeem himself, and he did. I just wish he had never allied himself with his mom in the first place. I get the reasoning behind it. Yes, if I stop you, then this is the only way to stop you, is if I pretend to be on your side, but it caused the chairman a lot of pain. It caused the family a lot of pain. It caused himself a lot of pain. And in the end, he ends up right back where he was anyway. You know he's going to go back and be the secretary. And life's going to go back to rosy posy because this is drama land and that's how it goes. It just made my head hurt. And really, I was just disappointed in the ending. There wasn't anything wrong with it in the sense that our main characters got their happy ending. I was happy about that. But not everything in a drama has to end all sunshine and rainbow ponies, okay? Sometimes people don't deserve happy endings. Sometimes they don't get happy endings. Sometimes their actions are so bad they need to live with the consequences forever and regret what they've done because that's how life is, okay? We all live with regrets. It's called life. But I guess this is why this is a drama and not life, because anything can happen and you can get happy endings even if you don't deserve them. Anyway, I have talked on quite long enough, and so I'm going to wrap this up and say thank you for listening, and hopefully, if you like this, I will come back and do this again next week, because like I said, I cannot write about 8 different dramas at the same time. I would have no life. So hopefully this works out. You enjoyed yourself. Thank you for being with me, and I will see you again next week.